Hello there, today's Trews. I'll be analysing a bit of Daily Express and a bit of Sun. 2 minutes exercise will beat diabetes. Good. Women in nice dresses. They do look pretty, don't they, in these nice dresses? It is much simpler to regard women simply as aesthetic and sexual objects rather than complex human beings. Let the elephant man rest at last. I think he died when he was about 100 years ago. I think he's probably pretty relaxed. Oh God, now what? Go on, John, another performance, but please, in 2014, attitudes to deformity have become much more enlightened. No, they fucking haven't. Do a little dance. In fact, a lot of the news today is disgusting. The Express news is about disgust, a lot of it. Look. I sell my body at 85. Meet the great-grandmother who proudly admits she has sex for money with 10 clients every week. But she admits that when you get down to it, there's one reason it got into line. I really love sex. Even thinking about it makes me feel better. Now, is this my prejudices? Why do I think that an old 85-year-old lady shouldn't be having sex for money? Because when you think about sex for money, I suppose you think of it as being a desirable woman, and I've got a type of woman in my mind that I consider desirable, and then because that's powerful, the idea of a desirable woman, it overrides my learned moral behaviour that it's incorrect to use sex as a commodity, right? But if you put a woman that's, in my mind, not sexually appealing, an elderly lady there, then the idea of paying seems absurd. I mean, I think paying for sex under any circumstances probably wrong, isn't it? I think we agree that. Is it especially wrong to have sex with an old lady? Probably not, once you get down to it. I mean, other than our social assumptions. Certainly, whether you're disgusted by it or not, let us know. But what is, without doubt, disgusting is putting fingernails into a Twix and making them into fingers. Ooh, Twixy fingers! Because imagine a fingernail in a Twix. Imagine if you found one. Twix, get some Twix? No, get off! Ah! Why have they done that? It's because it's 35% dearer. Chocolate's gone up. Well, of course it has, you stupid bastards. This is capitalism. This is out of somebody. What do you expect's going to happen? Everything's going up. Everything's going to cost more money. Make your own Twix? Yeah, right. Buy a standard Twix bar, chop it into small bits, and put it in a bag. What? Yeah, right, get Twix, right, chop it up, yep, now put it in a bag. That's it now, fucking hell. That's some stupid news, man. Okay, let's look at this thing, see if it's got any value. This is a book called Sacred Economics, Charles Eisenstein. Subscribe to Trews. In the past, says Charles Eisenstein, is an economist. The problem with our life, our world, is economics is the heart of our political system. We can't think beyond economics being the centre. Economics is controlled by financial industry and, of course, government and powerful corporations. And as long as finances and economics occupies the heart of our global philosophy, it's very difficult to have a revolution that relegates economics to its proper place as just a facilitator rather than a god. The economy is not merely some sort of god that we're all scared of. The economy is furious. If you look at the NASDAQ, it's going to smash us. In the past, says Charles Eisenstein, I might have said the purpose of government is to administer the treasures, alright, that just means things, for the benefit of the people. That's a good start. But today, as we step into the relationship of Lover Earth, you've been a bit of a hippie, mate, I say instead the government embodies our collective stewardship of these treasures on behalf of the Earth itself. Ooh, which includes humanity. Oh, right, so think of ourselves as belonging to the Earth as opposed to the Earth belonging to us. That's a big psychological shift. That's going to take ages. Remember when our lot first nicked America and they went to the Native American people, how much do you want for that canyon? They went, what do you mean, how much do you want for the canyon? How much for the canyon? I don't know. What? The canyon is just, it's there. You don't need to give us anything for it. Yeah, but we want to own it. You can't own the canyon because it's, what do you mean own? We want it to be ours. Oh, we don't understand. We'll give you some beads for it. Okay, well, I'm confused. Just took the beads, you fucking idiot. Here's your bead, go and fuck off. That's our canyon now. What do you mean, ours? We mean, get the fuck out of the canyon because I'm going to fucking kill you. Like that, they couldn't understand the concept of us owning land. It doesn't make sense, really, does it? Because, remember, we don't live that long. But even me, look at me, how nice I am. Woo woo. Soon I'll be dead. And then what about all my stuff? Well, I don't know. It won't be mine anymore. So we belong to the Earth. Okay, fair enough. We can no longer look upon humanity as just another life form on the planet because we have the power to alter or even destroy the planet as no other species ever has before. Well, that seems to be true, that is happening. What could be a better basis for a money system, the story of value, than these things are so precious, so sacred, so valuable? Accordingly, part of a sacred money supply will be backed by those things of which we are the collective stewards. Here is the way it could work. First, we reach a collective politically mediated agreement on the right amount of nature to turn towards human purposes. How much of the produce of the sea, how much of the soil, the water, how much of the capacity of the atmosphere to absorb and transform waste, how much of the land's ability to recover from the scars of mineral extraction, how much of the gift of fossil fuels, metal ores and other wealth, how much of nature's quiet to give over to machine noises, how much of the dark night sky to give to city lights. These decisions often require scientific understanding, but just as often they embody value judgments. Both contribute to our collective agreement on how much natural capital to consume. So he's like saying, instead of having an economic system that we do have at the moment, which is almost entirely abstract, isn't it? Like, when I'm talking about them footsie, and it don't mean nothing. Like, it's not entirely based on commodities. Their values change, fluctuate, go up and down. It's all weird and abstract. He's saying, old Charles Eisenstein, base our economy on something that's substantial, like the Earth's resources themselves, but have a responsible attitude towards it. That's, although he said a hippie thing, like, lovers and all that sort of stuff, and treasures, he's talking more rationally and logically than the people that are currently in charge, because their stuff is abstract and destroying the planet which we all live on. It's a bit weird, isn't it, that they're doing something that's going to destroy the planet and then they won't stop, because once it's destroyed, I don't understand what their plan is. They're like children, aren't they? Like, I do want children to be free, but if they put their fingers in the plug socket, I do step in. I do always go, alright, stop that now. We're at that point. Just don't think of them as enemies, like, because sometimes I get angry, don't I? You bunch of cunts. But think of them instead like children. Like, alright, stop, you're ruining the planet now, sit down. Twit. That is some truth tonight. Subscribe to Trews, Trews, thank you.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the nose. If the nose was true, I want some trews. Let's have some trews.